Today I want to break down two major cities here in the North Dallas area. We are talking Frisco versus Plano. Which one's going to be the right one for you? We're going to be talking about the location, housing, schools, what each city is known for, things to do, your lifestyle, and your cost of living. So let's give you a little bit of a general overview on the location of these two cities and what you get when you move there. Now, the city of Frisco is roughly around 69 square miles, and the population in 2025 is projected to be almost 240,000 people. It's expecting around a 15% growth in total from our last census back in 2020. And it is continuing to grow because of the amount of new construction and development that they are still doing in the city of Frisco. It's one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, and especially here in the state of Texas. Now, the city of Frisco is just north of the city of Plano on the north side of the 121 Sam Rayburn Tollway. So Plano is obviously closer to downtown Dallas, bordered by two different freeways on the north and the south. So from Frisco to Dallas, it's going to be about 28 miles. And if you want an easier route, the best way is going to be down the Dallas North Tollway down to downtown Dallas. So you're going to have to budget that into your expenses. And if that is something that you are worried about, you really only have the tollways getting in and out of the city of Frisco. The city of Fort Worth, on the other hand, is around 50 miles. And to get over to the DFW airport could take you around 24 miles, maybe 30 minutes, but Frisco's pretty big. So that is obviously going to be where you might be located or looking to move in the city of Frisco as well. Now, Frisco does almost border Louisville over on the west side. Prosper is just north of the city of Frisco, and you're going to find McKinney just bordered on the east side. So straight north of downtown Dallas. And of course, the city of Plano is going to be just south of Frisco, south of the 121 toll road. Now, Frisco is really known for a lot of the rapid growth, and it is nicknamed the Sports City USA. Not only is it headquarters of our beloved Dallas Cowboys, it's also now the headquarters of the PGA, plus some other big companies that we're going to talk a little bit more about here in a second. It is also known considerably for the amount of tech growth that has been coming into the city of Frisco as well. All right, let's break down Plano for a second. Now, the city of Plano is about 72 square miles. So essentially, it's about the same size as Frisco, give or take a couple miles. Who's counting when the cities are that big? And Plano, of course, is just south of Frisco, but it does extend further east, the Dallas North Tollway, and you're also going to have the 75 freeway over on the east side of Plano. So definitely depending on where you live in Plano, where you're going to be able to have access to the freeways and getting in and around the DFW area. Plano is also bordered by the city of Allen, and you could take, and it's really maybe about 20 miles or so to get to downtown Dallas. Again, totally depends on which part of the city that you're living in. Now, Plano is more of an established, family-friendly area that has been around for a long time. It is known for its high quality of life, and a lot of major employers are centered in the Plano area. There are multiple corporate headquarters in Plano. Toyota has moved over there, JCPenney, Frito-Lay, and PepsiCo, as well as many others. And it is also known for a lot of its arts and cultural scene in the city of Plano. So that's something that you care about. Now, of course, if you're here, you're more concerned probably about the housing options and what you can get in each particular city. Now, the median price point of homes in Frisco is roughly around $696,000 for a single family home currently. And right now on the market is over 500 houses currently on the market in the city of Frisco. And we also have, out of all of those almost 600 homes, over around 130 homes that are strictly new construction homes available to purchase right now. So quite a few new construction opportunities in the city of Frisco. Now, we have new construction options that we have talked about in other videos. We're going to be having more of those coming up where we're going to dive in more to the specifics of new construction in Frisco, but we have, of course, the massive Fields development that will be growing for a while that is still in the first phase. We have Lexington Parks over more on the northeast side of Frisco, and the Grove, which is closer to the southeast side in the McKinney area, and quite an easy little jaunt over to the 121 Sam Rayburn Tollway on the south part of the city of Frisco. We also have the Village on Main Street, and if you're honestly considering new construction in Frisco, your prices are going to be up there. But you can get new construction starting at just under $500,000. But what Frisco also has is some luxury, ultra high-end gated communities and custom homes that are still being built in Frisco. So you could spend $7.8 million on a gorgeous custom brand new home in Frisco as well. Now, with regards to new construction for Frisco, you do have options for townhomes, single family homes, and again, like I said, high-end custom homes in some of these gated communities that Frisco has. Now, if you're thinking of moving to Plano, you want something a little bit more affordable, maybe you're moving here for your first job, you can buy a one-bedroom condo for around $175,000. But all of those prices can go up to around $6 million for, maybe your 11,000 square foot custom home in one of the top neighborhoods of Plano, like Willow Bend. Now, currently on the market is just under 400 homes for sale in the city of Plano, but only 29 of those are new construction homes and 22 of them are actual townhomes. So we don't have a lot of new construction, and we certainly don't have a lot of single family homes. But if you are looking for a new construction single family home in Plano, we do have one option currently. It's a community called Mustang Square, and the builder is D.R. Horton. Now, these are going to be homes built on much smaller lots. They're going to be 2- and 3-story homes, no single families, and prices are starting in the mid $500,000 range, but they're also on the smaller side as well. You're looking at around 14 square feet to over 2,200 square feet, and this particular community only has 80 lots. So again, a much smaller community, not one of those big master plan developments that you're finding in a lot of these other areas in the North Dallas area and East West and all over the Metroplex. Now, here in Plano, we also have a lot of different options. You can find luxury, super high-end luxury condos at Windrose Towers, for example, and those are going to be around 1,834 square feet. But you will be paying over $1.6 million for that luxury high-rise condo. Of course, with that is going to come all of the high-end amenities if you are looking for something low maintenance and being able to have everything you need at your fingertips. Plano also does have a very small air park if you want to maybe purchase your own home, live right outside your own airplane hangar, and hop on your plane and go for a flight. And that is called the Air Park Dallas. Not many homes for sale over there, but it is a private air park, and right there in the heart of Plano, you can live and fly to your heart's content. Now, Plano does have some other high-end, very prestigious neighborhoods. Willow Bend has been around for a very long time, very prestigious. It is in West Plano. It is known for their large estates, their heavily treed streets, and of course, their very well manicured lawns and yards that they're going to be taking care of in this very beautiful community. There's also, for example, Lakeside on Preston, which is another community with lots of luxury homes with larger lots, and you are not going to be able to find anything in there for under $1 million. So not looking for anything small in that particular neighborhood. Other communities like Avignon Windhaven, which is a gated community, more of that French-inspired architecture, gorgeous landscape streets, and modern amenities. They also have Glen Eagles, which is a very popular golf community with more upscale living because, of course, surrounded by the golf course. Now, one of the communities that we do love, kind of visit every single year. If you live there, you probably will too, with the rest of the DFW Metroplex, and that is called Deerfield. Deerfield does have some larger homes. They're going to be around 3,000 to 4,000 square feet, but you can get these homes for most likely under $1 million. I mean, close to $1 million, but under $1 million. They have been built back in the 80s and 90s, and it's one of those communities that's kind of talked a lot about around here because of the community spirit. And it is right in the heart of Plano, and during the holidays, it is known for how everybody decorates their homes. You will see horse-drawn carriages riding through the middle of the neighborhood and cars lined up just to get in and around the streets to look at everybody's houses decorated for Christmas. So you're going to see a lot about it, and If that is something that you do not like to do, well, just be aware that Deerfield is very popular here during the holidays. They also have communities like Whiffletree, which has tons of trails, and Timberbrook is known for its location, schools, shopping, and many of the other communities here in Plano. We could go on and on and on, but if you are looking for high-end luxury, if you are looking for gated privacy, and if you are looking for even some smaller starter homes, you can find those in the city of Plano, but definitely depends on the price range and the location. And because the homes are older, a lot of them are going to be a little bit dated. Granted, I've seen a ton that have been remodeled and people come in and redo the whole thing and just bring it up to some more current and modern standards. So you get some of both worlds by living in the city of Plano. Now, Plano has so many gorgeous homes, which do date back to the 70s because that's when the area was really growing and super popular. But since Plano is pretty landlocked with a lot of the other major cities here in DFW, there's really not going to be a lot of options to be able to expand and build new homes, especially, again, like some of the areas that you're going to be able to find here all throughout the Dallas Metroplex. So if you do love the historical look of homes, Plano may just be one of those places that you may want to check out when making that move here. Now, Frisco, on the other hand, they are going to have newer homes, new construction, and like I said, more opportunities if you are looking for some more modern amenities and some of these big master plan communities with all of the bells and whistles and all of the amenities that you can find in some of the new construction homes. So depending on what it is that you're looking for, reach out and I would be more than happy to kind of show you what's available in some of these areas throughout both of these major cities. All right, now let's get into schools and education, because if you are moving here with your family, you have kids that you need to put in school, that is one of the biggest topics of conversation for a lot of people looking to relocate here. Now, in Frisco, according to niche.com, it is given an A+ rating for the Frisco ISD. They have adopted a small school model, which they started back in the 90s. And that way, more of the kids that are in these schools get to participate in a lot of the activities and a lot of the sports. Frisco ISD is ranked number 3 in Collin County and number 12 in the state of Texas. And the student-teacher ratio in Frisco is about 17-1. Frisco ISD also does have over 67,000 students spread throughout 12 high schools, 18 middle schools, and 43 elementary schools. Now, Plano, on the other hand, it does get an A ranking in niche.com. It is ranked number 13 for the best school districts in DFW. And the student to teacher ratio is actually only 15-1, which is made up of 63 schools and over 50,000 students within Plano ISD. And it is one of the top employers in all of Collin County. Now let's get into the amenities and lifestyle. Now, Frisco and Plano are similar, but that also is going to depend on what it is that you like to do. Frisco is known for their entertainment to revolve around sports. And it doesn't matter what kind of sports, all kinds of sports. They not only have the Star, which is the Dallas headquarters, which is where the Dallas Cowboys practice. They also have the Toyota Stadium, which is home of FC Dallas. And we also have the Rough Riders Stadium, which is their minor league baseball stadium. And soon, they're also going to have the Universal Park and Resorts theme park located in the city of Frisco. They also have over 50 parks and recreation centers, along with lots of shopping in areas like the Stonebriar Mall. If you want your traditional mall shopping with your Nordstrom, you can find that at Stonebriar. We also have smaller boutique shopping over at the Star District. And of course, the Fields is coming, and that will be rivaling Frisco's Legacy West. And it is, I think, supposed to be 4 times bigger when that is all said and done. So lots more to come in the city of Frisco because of the growth that is still happening. Frisco does also have the PGA District and the Rail Yard if you like more of that small town, downtown, old town type shopping with their own unique little boutiques and restaurants. So lots of different options. Now, if you are thinking of moving to the city of Plano, that has more of a suburban feel and it has access to over 80 parks. A couple of them are huge. We have the Arbor Hills Nature Preserve, further over on the west side of Plano, and Oak Point Preserve more over on the east side. So if you want to go ziplining through the trees, you want to go on a nice long hike when the weather is nice, both of those are fantastic options and actually on opposite sides of the city of Plano. They also have lots of historical sites, and Plano is also home to this Texas-shaped pool. Not only is it shaped in the state of Texas, but it's about the size of Texas. It is a public pool, and everybody is welcome to use it no matter where you live. But have fun here in Texas. You might as well go swimming in a Texas-sized pool. Now, as for shopping in Plano, they do have the shops at Willow Bend, and they also have Legacy West. It is a mixed-use area with shopping, luxury shopping, your regular shopping, and plenty of restaurants. But if you want a little bit more nightlife, you want a little bit more things to do after hours, you're going to find more of that to do in the city of Plano. Not only downtown in their arts district, but also in Legacy West. Now, Legacy Hall is always hosting something, for example, in Plano. They have cover bands that come out, especially on Friday nights. Sometimes they're going to charge a little bit for it. Sometimes they're a little bit more than others. But depending on who your favorite band is, check out the schedule because they're going to have a lot of those happening over in Legacy Hall. They also host outdoor movies, karaoke, and trivia nights. There also are a lot more diverse dining options throughout the city of Plano, I feel like. So if you are a foodie, you like all different kinds of food, you're going to find plenty of options spread throughout Plano. Yes, we have found some in Frisco too. I just feel like there have been so many more that have been set up around and throughout the city of Plano. Now let's get into a little bit about the cost of living and taxes. Now, the general cost of living is going to be fairly similar, but with the city of Frisco having a lot more new construction homes, well, those homes, when you're brand new, are going to be more energy efficient, which means your utilities are going to be a little bit lower. But if you're having to commute, you're going to be spending a lot more on gas and those toll roads. Because of course, the median price of homes in Frisco is considerably higher than the median price point of homes in Plano. Now, the median household income in the city of Frisco is now currently at around $144,000 per year. But down in Plano, the median household income is only around $105,000. So people are making a lot more money in Frisco, which is, I guess, why they can afford those bigger, newer homes. Now, as for property taxes, I will say that Frisco's property taxes have gone down slightly over the last couple of years, and so their property taxes are going to be a little bit cheaper than people living in the city of Plano. But again, that is totally going to be dependent on which particular area and neighborhood and community that you are living in. So check with me, check with your lender, and we can give you more specifics when you are looking to relocate to one of these areas. Now let's get into the job market and our economy. If you're looking to move here, maybe for a job, of course, or you're looking to see what type of employment opportunities are out there, Frisco is known for its growth in the tech industry, as well as, again, the sporting industry. So the major employers in Frisco are things like Oracle, Microsoft, PGA, and everything that will be coming into the fields, for example. Now, Plano is definitely more of an established business hub. There are no shortage of big name employers to work for in the city of Plano, like Toyota, for example. They've actually moved here since we have been here in Texas. Liberty Mutual, FedEx, Bank of America, JCPenney's, Ericsson, Frito-Lay, and PepsiCo. But Plano is pretty diverse with their options for employment. Not only do they have tech, but finance, healthcare, and business opportunities to work at in the city of Plano. So with job opportunities and your proximity to downtown Dallas and the business districts, Plano is probably going to be top of my list compared to the city of Frisco. So of course, with the major highways all around the city of Plano, you're going to have a lot easier access to get throughout the DFW Metroplex because of the access to multiple freeway options. Now, as for public transportation, let's hit on that just for a second. Frisco really doesn't have any. And Plano, they do have the DART system, but that is located just east of the 75 freeway, so way over on the east side of the city. And it does end at Parker Road, which is more on the south side of Plano. So that's really kind of all you get, not a ton of public transportation, and it's going to be hard to find any of that if you are living in the city of Frisco. You're definitely going to want a car, but I would say you're probably going to want a car no matter where you live here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right, so who would prefer each city? Well, obviously both cities have a ton of options for activities and entertainment, but between the two cities, the questions I do get the most revolve around their location, jobs, what is going to work for you and your family. Frisco is a lot more for people wanting a lot of that growth, a lot more newer opportunities. Maybe they're into tech and sports and they want new construction options. Well, for sure, you're going to be wanting to check out one of these neighborhoods in Frisco. So if you need more information about what is available and what is coming, reach out to me and I'd be more than happy to share you all of the information that I get on a weekly basis from a lot of these builders and a lot of these communities. Plano, I feel like, is going to be a lot more for those seeking a more established suburban lifestyle. You love those established neighborhoods with those big trees, and you may want a location that is closer to Dallas. So however it is that you may be considering making a move here to the North Dallas area, you're not quite sure if Plano's the right fit or Frisco's the right fit, totally depending on your budget and the location, your employment, and what it is that you're looking for your family. So reach out. All my information is down below. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and I would be more than happy to connect you with whatever it is that you might be looking for here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And until next time, take care.